So when I was in high school, I had a crush on my friend Josh, who was on my club volleyball team. Every time we would compete in a tournament, our team would rent a hotel, and Josh and I would always share a room. And Josh was always joking around with me and the other guys. Like, he definitely gave me really straight bro vibes, but he'd also do things like pretend like he wanted to jump in the shower with me, or like go cuddle with the other guys as a joke. Until on this trip, I decided I wanted to see what would happen if I just went along with Josh's joking around. So Josh and I are in the room together, and I went to take a shower, and Josh comes in butt naked, saying that he wants to get in the shower with me, which he always does. Like, he's always joking like that. But this time, I don't tell him to F off. I'm just like, okay, hop in. Josh seems super surprised, but he hopped in with me. And then to my surprise, as we're fooling around joking in the shower and I'm trying to not get excited, I look down and notice that Josh is the one starting to get excited. Now, I didn't say anything, but Josh must have noticed that I noticed, because he got out of the shower, like, immediately after that. And then we went out to dinner with the volleyball team, but the entire time we were at dinner, all I could think about now was like, wait, is Josh really straight? Like, he had joking around before, but he had never taken it that far, and I'd never seen him start to get a semi before. So now I'm obsessing over, like, what is gonna happen when we get back to the room? Is Josh going to, like, keep doing gay things as a joke, or is he gonna be, like, totally freaked out that he got excited and not do anything at all for the rest of the night? So fast forward to that night, and we were like hanging out in one of the other guys' rooms, talking, shooting the shit, and then it was time for me and Josh to go back to our room and go to bed. So we get back to the room, and Josh is acting totally normal. Like, apparently it didn't faze him what happened in the shower, so we were both just getting ready for bed. So we brush our teeth, we hop into bed, we both have our boxers on. And honestly, at this point, I was freaking tired, but Josh did not seem tired at all. Like, he was laughing, he was fucking around with me, he was being ridiculous. And the weird thing that he kept doing was he kept, like, trying to tickle me. Like, it was in a way where he was, like, trying to annoy me. Like, I was, like, rolling over and trying to go to bed, and then he'd, like, jab me in the side and start, like, tickling me and stuff like that. And every time I would start laughing my ass off, and I'd, like, roll over and start jabbing him back. And somehow that turned into Josh trying to take my boxers off, like, as a prank. And I was, like, shoving him off at first, like, telling him to stop, but laughing at the same time. And then I remembered, like, wait, I'm not going to tell him to stop. Like, I'm just going to see what happens if I let Josh do his thing. So he tried to take my boxers off again, and this time I didn't tell him to stop. So I'm laying there, and he's pulling off my boxers, and he gets them, like, halfway down. Like, my boxers are now around my thighs, and he's like, hey, are you going to try to get me to stop? And I said something like, if you really want them off, take them off. And he laughed and was like, I'm not buying that. I think he thought that I was, like, trying to do reverse psychology. And then he takes off my boxers all the way. So then I start fucking around with him and trying to take his off. And sorry guys, I ran out of time. Follow for part 3.